What's happening, Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O N, and I'm back at y'all with another video. But before we get started, y'all already know what to do, man. It's the same old thing I tell y'all every single time. Go ahead and hit that like button if you like the content. Go ahead and hit that subscribe if you want to become a member of the Hoodlum gang. Leave me a comment, share the video, tell your friends to tell a friend. Go on over to IG, follow me at Hoodie from the Hood. Yeah, that's it for the intro. It's been probably a week since I hit y'all with a video. Appreciate everybody joining the live the other day. Like I said, I got to get better at the lives, man. I be having my mind be other places. I be doing other things, man. But I owe that to y'all. I owe that to the Hoodlum gang. You know what I mean? For y'all support and everything y'all do, man. Got to interact with y'all a lot more. Like I said, follow me on IG, man. I'll respond faster on IG. Unless you over there in the request, I don't really check that. It'd be too much over there. I barely go through there. But if you follow me and I follow you back and you message me, I'll respond to that faster than I would on here. But anyways, enough of that. Y'all see the title? This is pretty much me paying homage to people that I rock with in this content world. You know what I'm saying? And their storytelling abilities. And what I mean by that is, you know, because anybody could get on here and tell you a story. I'm not the best storyteller. That's why I don't give y'all too many stories. I know people be asking, people be like, man, we need more stories. When I watch these people tell stories, I just realized that I need to step my story game up because these dudes are elite storytellers, homie. They don't need no notes. They don't need nothing. Just off the top, coming with it. You know what I mean? And it keeps you be captivated on the edge of your seat. Now, regardless of what you may think of some of these individuals personally, that's not my problem. I'm strictly talking about their content and their ability to keep you engaged and entertained and hanging on to every word. So this ain't no actual list. I mean, it's a list, but there's no actual order. Like, so if you hear me say 1, 2, 3, etc., that don't mean that's the order it's in. I have no particular order for these dudes, man. I'm just giving them they flowers, homie. And hopefully y'all go check out their content if you haven't already checked out their content. And even if you have, go check it out again. They all deserve it. So, number one, who else other than the Village Storyteller, aka Cartoon 53. If you listen to Cartoon, a common thing with a lot of these dudes is they did a lot of time. Now, some people did it periodically, in and out over a long time. Some people did chunks at one time. So you accumulate so many stories, especially when you've been to a lot of facilities. And I've been thinking about doing this video for a long time, but I think the video that really inspired me to put out this video, giving them they flowers, was one of his most recent ones. And that was when he said he got his butt whooped, as he would say. You know, Big Partner don't cuss. So he got his ASS whooped. He was drinking. I think he was in the pen out there in Alabama. He was drinking, trying to get into the gambling game. And, you know, y'all got to go watch this. One of his most recent ones. It got to be like within the last 2 or 3 videos. So you ain't got to look that far. But one thing about Cartoon is Cartoon keep it real. He going to tell you about the wins and the losses. And just overall give you some game about doing time in California, out of California, NYA, on the streets, banging how it was in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever the case, before he did that long term. And me, I like substance. I don't like when people just come on here and talk just to hear their voice and hear they self-talk. You got to have been through something and have something in your background for me to even take what you're saying on here serious. If you don't have no background and no reputation and no stories, no nothing, I'm not rocking with it. So, but y'all already knew that. So shout out to Cartoon. Go subscribe. Go check his content out. Number 2, 16 to Life. Chill. Man, 16 to Life. His stories he's another one that's hilarious with the storytelling, from switching up his voice to the sound effects, the boop bop bam when somebody getting what he be saying when somebody is on somebody's helmito, as he say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, chill, and it gives you insight to his perspective, coming from a city that a lot of people have never heard of. I mean, I've heard of Banning, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people outside of California, and some even in California, that never heard of it. So when he tells these stories, and even when he went out to Billings, Montana, in the late 80s, and all the ruckus and stuff he got into out there, getting into it with, you know, you got the pimps and the smokers and the prostitutes, the white boys going to jail out there. You know what I mean? Just everything. Chill brings a unique perspective with his storytelling. And like I said, when you could picture it vividly, that's when you know you're a great storyteller. It's the same with rap, man. If I listen to Nas and I feel like I'm right there, I mean, you know, we've seen Belly in the video, so we know how it look out there. But when he's telling it and you could picture, it's kind of like you a fly on the wall, or you just standing there and you could see everything play out. When like on his second album, what is that? It Was Written, in the song called Shootouts, where he's talking about the shootout in the projects, you know what I mean, with the undercover, with the police and all that. Like, you know, if you a Nas fan, then you know what I'm talking about, homie. But these people tell stories just as good as these rappers, homie. And for that, Chill makes this list. So salute to you, homie. Keep doing your thing. Number 3, Kev Mac. Kev Mac, you've been on the road lately, homie. Oh, by the way, one of my subscribers told me that it's somebody with a fake account. It say Hoodie from the Hood, and he been in Kev Mac's comments talking shit, calling people out. I think one of the people was Rick Rock. I don't know who the other person was. Calling people out to boxing matches. Like, come on, man. You know that's not me. I don't know who that weirdo is. Probably one of my fans, one of my groupies. Y'all know who them two niggas is. But anyways, Kev Mac, you've been on the road lately, homie. You've been doing your thing for a long time now. But it seemed like lately with these stories, I don't know if it's because you haven't been having any interviews or whatever the case is, but your storytelling has been on point. Kev Mac is another person who is vulnerable in his storytelling, not always trying to make himself seem like he came out on top, or he's harder than you, or him and his homies always win. Kev Mac tells you story after story of him getting the short end of the stick. He's another person who recently, I think he told a story when he was in jail and he got fired on or something. And that's one of his most recent stories too. I think he said Woofing got him in big trouble or something like that. I think that's the title. Like I said, Kev Mac is a pioneer in the gang content, the more urban stuff on YouTube. But lately, it seemed like he got his second win with the storytelling. Not to say he wasn't already a legend as it was, but his storytelling alone, if he can keep up at this pace, then yeah, he'll be epic in that category too. He'll be elite, which he already is. So shout out to Kev Mac, homie. Keep doing your thing. Number 4, Dubs. Dubs is he's a calculated storyteller. He does that a lot. Dubs, he could put you right there too, right on the yard, right there, YA, whatever the case. He could put you right there as if you're witnessing it unfold all at the same time. He's very careful with his choice of words, and his stories ain't too long to where you get bored. It's like just enough to where it's like you getting into it, and then you look up and you're like, okay, it's about 3-4 minutes left. It's starting to, you know what I mean? But he gets to the point, he gets his message across, and man, you be stuck. You be on the edge of your seat. At least I do. And I think one of his most recent ones, he just told a story about, I think it was about would you whack your brother or your father if they was in, you know, if they had it coming, would you do it or whatever. So anyways, yeah, if you've been subscribed to him, go check out his stories too. Number 5, I'm tripping. My boy G shit, not Ye shit. 89 on up. 89 on up. G half. Great storyteller, homie. That's something that from the first time I seen his channel, I don't even know how I ran across it, but I think I just seen it pop up. He was in the algorithm because he stayed dropping bomb stories, homie, and just telling you his perspective of how they was, you know, kicking their stuff. You know what I mean? So he tells stories from the Inglewood perspective and how it was back then, how he came up in his section, and, you know, shootouts and fights and whatever. He's another person that ain't afraid to tell you about an L or them taking a loss, homie. And that's big, because when you in this metaverse, and, you know, people always want to come across as they the toughest, and they don't want to tell you no stories of them taking losses. It's just not reality in this lifestyle. You're gonna take some losses. So 89 on up, G half, keep doing your thing. Go on over there, hit him with that like button and let him know he kicking his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, homie. Number 6, I would say my boy G Boy over there at Planet Zoo Entertainment from up out of Skyline. He's another Southeast representative. He been doing his thing, man, and I wish more of y'all would go over there and check him out, because he really got something to say, homie. And he really is with the, you know, stopping all the BS. He ain't talking about kumbaya, we all hang out together, but, you know, he with the stopping the BS. And he got a lot of stories, homie. He was around during a critical time in Southeast San Diego and played a pivotal part in the Skyline and the Lincoln Park back and forth that has been going on till today, which according to him started around 91 but really kicked off in about 93. But go check my boy out, man. That's Planet Zoo Entertainment. So yeah, go check him out. Salute to you, big homie. Another good storyteller, what am I on? Number 8. I don't even know if this is a top 10, 11, 15. I don't know. I ain't gonna make it too much longer. My boy, Earl Chapel Media. That's my homie. He from my hood. Another one that just gotta stay consistent, and I want to get him on the channel so we could get more eyes on him. Some of y'all from the Hoodlum gang, I have seen y'all over there in the comments, and I appreciate that. The homie younger than me, he came up in the same era, but a little bit after us, you know what I mean? But he was around during a lot of stuff, homie, and he lived down on 47 towards the trolley station in the blue ones in Harbor View. I was up on 49th. So we had different crowds of homies, but we still intermingle. We'd go down there, they'd come up to 49, whatever, we all be at Gompers Park. But at the end of the day, they was down there by the trolley station. They had different stuff going over there than what we had going on 49th Street. But it's all the same thing. Glove gang, glove you, bro. Like I said, we got to put something together, homie. We keep on saying it. We ain't did it yet. So hit me. Earl Chapel Media. Go subscribe. All that. What am I on? Number 9. The Gangbangers Life Coach. Y'all got to go subscribe to the Gangbangers Life Coach, homie. He been doing his thing for a minute. His stories, another Inglewood native, homie, that's letting you know how it goes down, or how it was when he was coming up in the 80s and the 90s before he went and did his time. I believe he did like 20-something years too. Once again, not afraid to tell you about the losses, not afraid to be vulnerable on this here YouTube thing, homie. instead of always trying to make it seem like they just tough. And you know what I mean? Anybody who don't never tell you about their losses and only tell you about their wins is hiding something, and you should automatically question them, unless they ain't never been through nothing. We got a lot of them on YouTube who ain't who they say they are. But my boy, keep doing your thing, man. If you see this, go subscribe to the Gangbangers Life Coach. He got a lot of dope stories, man. There's another dude. He's new. He's new. He's out of Inglewood too. I just subscribed, and that's Inglewood Legends. That's a real dope channel, homie. It's more so like paying homage, and he, you know, kind of do like what is those, like profiles on certain individuals that he lost over the years. His homies from Inglewood, got the pictures up there, the hit ups. If you a fan of that that old school banging back in the 90s California style, there's no shortage of that on his channel. Like I said, he got the pictures up there as he's talking about the individual, and it looked authentic how it used to be back then. So shout out to him. And one more thing before I go, shout out to OG ENT, man. Sorry for your loss. If y'all don't know, his son passed a couple days ago. So go on over there and show him some support, man. And keep your head up, G. Man, I'll send mines, homie. Much love and respect. With that being said, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Who's your favorite storytellers? What are some of your favorite stories? If y'all have a list, let me know about your list. Shit, I might be in your list. I'm not even in my own list, but yeah, man, just let me know what y'all think below, man. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, your friend from that big O N. I'm out.